And this is what I gotta work on. I actually want to remove this off of here. And I've had this on my list of things to do for months. I'm gonna go ahead and work on this. We're gonna get rid of another shelf today, everybody. As I sort through the mess, I am learning that less is best. How many times have you heard me say that? What we are doing is, in case you could not pick up what I was saying, if you're on a cell phone, it might have been a little difficult. I'm removing this shelf and I am going through the last of the jars. This is what I would call jars that maybe been 2 years old. I don't have old food anymore, but 2 years old is the food I want to get used up. But it was quite a task because I ended up in Homestead Tessie fashion. I ended up redoing the whole back wall where the curtains were because they were rotted. So the curtains were really old and rotted. And well, you just got to see it all in today's video. Let's fast forward this just a bit and we'll get through this together. Didn't even know I had this. Look at that. So this is day one. Day two will be towards the end of this video. And if you're wondering how I got up here, well, that part of the video was edited out because it wasn't very ladylike. I have a very small area to work with and well, it just was a lot to do. But what I am doing is I am cleaning up this whole back area, dusting it off and trying to make things look a little better. So why are there so many jars in here? When I was doing all of my decluttering, I was putting all of my home canned food out here. This is the room where all of my canned goods are going to go. Eventually, everything in the house will be living spaces. There won't be canned food in there. So I was trying to make more space, not for a lot more canned jars, but make more space in here for the food that I already have. Pretty much everything in here is all I have in my canned stuff except for the 2 hutches in my 1 spare bedroom. But that's okay because we are working on all of that and this is good food so I'm not throwing it away. So I decided to double stack the water bath items and that's okay to do that if you have a barrier between that. I really wouldn't double stack pressure canned items. But the water bath ones are okay. And now what I'm doing is just going through the jars and making sure they're all sealed and organizing this part. On day one, I thought to myself, well, let's let good enough be good enough. But I just wasn't happy with this room. And so I decided, you know what? Why don't we just go the whole 9 miles and get it done right? And I'm really excited to share with you on day 2 because that's where you're going to see a really drastic difference. Okay, everyone, so this is a couple days later. I decided I want to really look into that pantry and just give a more thorough look at it. And I realized the curtains on the back were becoming rotted. I don't know how else to say it. You know, when material gets really old, it can be like, I guess they call it rotted. And the curtains were awful. Like, they would have never been able to be washed. So I have some curtains here, and we're just going to go ahead and we're going to put curtains up there, and what that's going to do is it's going to insulate that room a little more so it doesn't freeze, and also in the summertime it's going to insulate it more so it doesn't get so hot. So I have this old-fashioned balance. I'm going to use this. I'm going to see what we can do. And it's just going to be very informal. It's going to look like the old times. And as I declutter and get rid of jars in there, it's just going to open up the room so much more, give so much more room in there. And it's going to be another one of my little rooms that I like to be in. All right. So we're going to go ahead, take these curtains in. I did take the old ones off already. It was a dusty, dirty job. I did that off the camera. And now we're going to go ahead and see if we can just spruce things up just a little bit. These are original rafters. They're not very pretty. They're not insulated. It's just board that's been up, probably from the 1960s. But the curtain really does a good job of hiding this ugliness in the back. So I thought, you know what, while we're doing this, let's just tear the old curtains out. On the left-hand side, I think is still some of the old curtains. I had them up in panels. So what we're doing now is we are just going to go ahead and put these curtains up that I found. I think you're going to be really pleased how I made things look. I live in an old house. I don't spend money on new things, so you're not going to see these extravagant changes, but you're going to be seeing a real day and night change, if you know what I mean. And then when I got these curtains up like this, I thought, well, let's go ahead and let's decorate. So I did some decorating with things I already had, and let me just show you the process of it and see what you think. So I first put up these baskets, but then I didn't like how they looked. And with me, I change things all the time. And while I was up here, sitting up on this hutch up here, way up high, I mean, this is like, I don't know, 8 feet high, I decided to go clean the tops of these hutches too. I figured, hey, I got up here, I might also do all the work now. So I did this to just change positions a little bit before I went back and finished everything up. But by the end of this video, everything is different. Right, so this project is finished and I'm very pleased with how it turned out. As we consume the food, this is going to go into my place where I keep all of my herbs that I have drying on the rafters. I'm going to use this room as my harvest room, and this is where I'm going to keep and store all of my food. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Let me show you what it looks like.